Hello students, how are you? And hope you all enjoyed yourself today. So today I'll be looking at a particular software that's called PowerPoint. It's a presentation software. It's used to present any form of ideas, program, or just present any information that a particular company or person has to offer to other individuals. So it's a software for you to share or review your ideas or content to people. My name is Kono. So I'll force this my desktop now. To open the PowerPoint software, I'll double click on the PowerPoint logo here. So I've clicked on it. It's opening now. The software is opening. Yeah. So the these are some of so like now this particular this all these documents are previous works of designs I've made with PowerPoint documents with PowerPoint. So this is a blank presentation. You can see blank presentation. These are basically templates that you can use. For example, you can use this one for your. If you click on any of the templates, it automatically gives you background color and some other designs. But if you decide to now create your own blank presentation, to add your own color, theme, and other stuff, you can just click on blank software. So now I've clicked on blank software now. Yeah, so I've clicked on blank software. Now, let's look at the various components and features of PowerPoint. Number one, you can see file. This file has to do with different things you can do, like information about the software, a new presentation, open, save. Once you are done with your software, with your presentation package and your slides, you can save it as a document. Print. If you want to print out a slide, you can convert it to PDF, WPS PDF. You can export. Under this export, you can create PDF documents, create a video, package presentations for CD. Numerous things that you can do there. But let's go back to the main feature. So we have the home. We're on the home tab now. This is the home interface. We have insert. Under this insert interface, you can insert a table, pictures, online pictures. The difference between this picture and online picture is that you can for pictures you can insert pictures from your laptop or your computer. Why this online picture means if you now have the picture on your laptop, you can go online once your system is connected to the internet and download pictures of your choice. This for screenshots, just like you do on your phone. Photo album, you can create photo album with it. These shapes, smart art. Look at example of smart art. Look at things that you can just do with it. These charts, you can insert charts into it. Apps for office. These are kind of additional things you can do with Microsoft Office. Comments, text box. If you want to type, like now, you want to type here. Normally, this being the title of the first slide and the title page, it's telling me to type here. But normally, if I just press Ctrl A now to highlight all and backspace, everything is gone. Like now, I cannot type like this. I'm trying to type, but it's not. The computer is telling me there is an error. So if I click on this text box now, you can see it. Now I can type. I can type in it. So that's what that text box is used for. You have a design, the kind of theme that you want. Sometimes you can, and also the slide size. If you like, if you want to change the slide size, size of the slide, you can do that. We have format background. For example, if you want the background to be different, like now the background color is white now. If I want to change the color, look at, if I want black, you can see that it's black now. So I can change the color to anyone I want. Look at, I've changed it again, but the default color is white as it is like this. So you can close it. We have transition. This transition is only visible when we have many slides. This slide is like a kind of page in maybe like website, and on the app now, you have home screen, different kind of screens. So slide is basically like a kind of interface where you put your documents and your presentation. So like now, if I can duplicate this slide now, once I duplicate this slide, if I want this slide, the way I want this slide to move to the next slide, that's what is called transition. So like now, if I do like this, if I put it on this shape now, so that's how when I'm presenting, that's how the slide will come in. If I change this one to another particular transition format, like this one, look at this side to come in. So like now, let's go to slideshow. Once I click down here, you can see the first slide. This is the kind of presentation template now when you are presenting to your customers or to your students or to your opponents or teachers. If I click on it again, this is the second slide. So that's how it is. To get out of this particular slide view now, you can just press escape on your keyboard. So slideshow, that's what I just want to do now. This slideshow where you review or display your presentation, review, and to check what the things you've done, view. And this WPS document is another software, WPS, but because I have the software on my laptop, that's why it's bringing out this particular document or a kind of heading for it. So now in home now, in the home page now, if I want to type, like now this is text box now. So like now I don't want to type, I just want to do some other things. I can just delete it. I've deleted it like that. If I want to draw shape, I'll click on the, let me do that again. I'll click on the shape I want and draw it like this. And immediately I draw a shape, I have an option to just format it. I can format the shape, and this shape fill now, the color that is on it that I want the shape to have, that's shape fill. Then shape outline, the color that I want it to be have at the edge. Look at, if I click on yellow now, you can see the edge will have a yellow color. Then shape fill, sometimes I can insert pictures, pictures into it. If I click on pictures now and I go into my system, these are pictures I have on my laptop. So I can just click on anyone. If I click on this and insert it like this, you can see now we have the shape is filled with a particular picture now. So that's what you can also do. I can format it, then basically slide is like a page, like we have all on our notebook. So that's what slide is. I can do many things with PowerPoint. You can create video, you can create okay, let me go back to that one so that I'll show you. You can create video, you can create poster, banner, you know, different kind of graphics design activities, because PowerPoint can also be used for graphics design too. The only difference is that you cannot print it out because the picture will be blur. You cannot bring it out, print it out. So that's just the only difference. So look at it now. If I want to make this a video now, I'll go to, okay, I forgot to talk about animation. Look at animation now. These are the ways you want your objects or shape to appear on the PowerPoint presentation. So for example now, these are different examples that I want my PowerPoint presentation to have. So now, if I click on appear, the particular object, you can see it appeared now, but it's very fast. If I click on shape, look at that circular shape. That's how it will come up. So that's just the major difference between it, or the various types of. Look at the shape effect now. If I want to, like now it was circular, if I want to be in a square format, look at it. That's animation. So you can make things to move from one left to right. So according to your choice, if you want to move from up, look at now, when I click on this one now, you can see the way it's moving. So that's animation. Now we have different things to do. For example, if I want to convert to a video, this particular presentation, I will just make sure that it will not be on click. I'll just need to start with previous, you know. So many things like that. Let's pause the video now while you try to experiment with it. I'll see you. Yeah, welcome back. So now we've looked at some introductory part of PowerPoint. So now another thing I want to, take you through is editing of PowerPoint. Like now, this particular font, this cut font, is like different kind of handwritings. So most times when you are typing in your text box, you use the preferred font you like, according to what you are doing, respect of what you are doing. So this to just give your font a kind of color. For example, once you are typing, let me give you an example here so you understand what I'm saying. Look at it now. Let me increase the font size so that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So like, look at it now. So excuse me, this particular text now says welcome to FBC, so I can increase it. To increase the font size more, click on just Ctrl A and on the number, the higher the number, the higher bigger it is. You can see it's bigger now. So now, as it's highlighted now, if I want to change the color, the default color is black. So I'll just click here and click on any precise color I want. Like that BFC now, FBC, this part of their school uniform color. Yeah, and I think I'm pink. Okay, or let me use pink. This particular one. So they have changed the color. That's what it does. So like now, this particular presentation now, welcome to FBC. Now this text now, this particular section is for alignment. If I want it to be on the left hand, it's already on the left, align left, you can see it. Look at this one, align center, or Ctrl E, that's the shortcut. Align right, you can see it. Then justify, to make it very, very, bold and straight. So like now, I want it to be in center. So I've clicked on it now, it's in center now. Now, I can bolden it. This is bolder. It's more bold now. Is there any English called bolder? Don't mind me. Yeah, it's, more bold now. I'll confirm that. Maybe there's English called bolder. So I made it bold now, Stephanie. I want it if I want to italize it, look at. If I want it underlined, you. So those are the functions of all these particular symbols and logo that you are seeing here. Then another thing, if I want a new slide, I can just click on this new slide. Now let's look at the various types of slides I use. For example, now this is called title slide. I want to talk about education, or I want to talk about reading. The beginning of my presentation, this is title. So this is the slide I'll use for presentation beginning now. Look at it. Like now, let me type here how to read. This is what I want to talk about now. So this heading, I can make it bold and even change the font. I can change the font. Look at it, I've changed the font now. Then I can even type subheading by Mr. IBK. So this by now I can just press enter key. So I can increase the size of this. So this is just a title slide. So if I click on this slide again, this one has to do with title and content. So this previous one that we looked at, this particular one is just for title. This one is title and content. So that is content here now. Let's look at it. Title now, maybe chapter 1. Okay, let's say I'm writing a book now. I need book chapter 1. I can click to add text. Look at all these things. I can add table, insert table, chart, insert smart card graphics, picture, online pictures, image, video. I can insert video too. So like now, chapter 1 now, if I just want to add text, I can just click. Once I click on this particular text, it will automatically give me that privilege to text. So I can just type okay, let me just say reading. Reading is very interesting. This is what I want in that slide. So peradventure I want picture, I can click on picture that time and do that. For another slide now, this one is for section header. Supposing I want to add a new section to it. So I can just click on it and section 1, section 2, and give a description of what the section is about. This one is for two contents, like dividing the slide into two. Like now look at it. I want to talk about this one precisely has to do with what you want to maybe precisely add pictures and talk about it. Like let's say a book now. I just say a book. So like now, here I can talk about books. Just type text here. While on this other part, I can just insert pictures. So like now, if I just want to, I can just pick any picture here and insert it. You can see it. So that's what the slide is about. Yeah. Once I can continue typing, continue typing, and it's like a text box. The text will not go beyond the edges of the box. So like now, look at what I've done, and maybe peradventure I'm talking about the book now, and this is a picture of the book cover, and these are the descriptions of what I want to just inform you about the book. Another new slide now. Let me go to another slide. Like now, this one is for comparison, which is similar to this previous one. Differences between, like, let's say, like, for example, now, I want to look at the heading now. Let me put differences between rich and poor people. So this for comparison now. So yeah, I can just write rich. I can type rich. On the next column, I can just type poor. So now I can decide to use picture to differentiate, charts to differentiate, table to differentiate, or I can, once I click on to add text, click to add text. Computer is very user friendly, so once I click on that, it will, I'll be able to type anything I want to talk about. So I can, if I click on the type text, I can type out details of a rich man. If I click on add text on this other part, I can also add details of a poor man. So for a new slide again, let's look at different types of slide. This one is just title only. If I just want to talk about the title only without any form of subheading, then this one is blank. I'll be using this one is for you to customize the slide the way you want. This one is content and caption. So for example, pictures and some other unique features you want to display. Then this picture with caption, picture you want to just add pictures and give a kind of caption. That caption has to do with description, so that's what, or the different types of slide formats that we have, or that is on PowerPoint. Like now, you can draw different kind of shapes. Look at this, for example. Now look at different kinds of shapes. You can draw line. Once you do that, you'll be able to draw shapes. You can cut a particular document. For example, now if I like this, I can cut, copy, just a lot of stuff like that. Basically that's what PowerPoint entails. So like now look at it, we have different, I have slide 1, slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, slide 5, slide 6, slide 7. So now if I want to duplicate this slide, now once I right click, it will give me different options. I can duplicate slide, I can delete this slide. If I duplicate this slide, it means I want a copy of it. Look at it now. Once I duplicate it, I have a similar copy. So sometimes in presentation you may just want the same background for your images. You just keep on duplicating and change the content. So that's what it is. For example, now I mistakenly duplicated this slide. I don't want it. I can delete this slide. Slide is deleted. So like now, welcome to FBC. Now this particular presentation, and I decided to add a shape to it. Like this shape of the circle, as you know. If automatically I draw a shape, I will have a prompt here that will tell me to format it if I want. So that formatting now, I want to actually fill it with picture. I can fill it with this eyedropper means you using a exact color of a particular thing. For example, let me click on eyedropper now. Look at it. Eyedropper means once I click on the color now, this particular pink color now, and click on it, you can see that's made of eyedropper. But I don't want eyedropper. I can also use gradients, that is different kind of color. You can see it. Texture. If I want this kind of texture, it will fill it there. But I want picture. So like now, this picture now is telling me I'm not connected to the internet, so I can try again. Permission network is bad, or I want to work offline, and I want to work offline. So I'll click on work offline. So once I will click on work offline, I'll now go to my picture tab. Now look at it. Different kind of pictures I have. Let me pick from the one I use for my school students. Okay, there's a particular student I captured here. Okay, look at this, my SS1 students now. I can insert their picture into it. You can see it. I snap the picture of them. So like now this picture, now I can also duplicate the picture by just clicking on Control D. Once I click on Control D, I have the same picture and content together. Remember Control D. So like now this second picture, now I want to put another picture in it. I'll go to shape fill again and insert another picture that I want. Like now, let me target this madam. Yes, this quiet madam called Amarachi Kata. So I can target her and put a picture there too. And now another thing, I don't like the shape now. It's not very clear. It has compressed the the person I put there. I can change shape. I can change it to square. I can change it to square. I can change it to triangle. Like now we're not seeing the pictures because of the way the, the content is. So now I can refill it again and go back to pictures. No, okay, that's eyedropper. I mistakenly click on eyedropper. When I click on pictures now, I'm now going to select, like this SS3 students now. Look at them. So these are many things that one can do. And once you're done with PowerPoint, you can just click on File, Save As. If you want